Oh my God, it's my dummy. My dummy keep getting eight around him, left and right, right to left. Oh my gosh, you do not need no additional goddamn smoke. Not from me, not from my type of smoke, nigga. He's still lying, talking about I called him and said that JoJo be on the line with Sharon Wimbush all the time. And the bitch ass nigga I have did not call you. I didn't even tell you that. I told that to leave her. And I didn't even say every day. And here's the thing, right? When you said it the first time, which was over a year ago, close to when you call yourself like one of your first times when I found out that you done backdoored my ass and because you don't leave out mad at me. Why in the fuck was you not goddamn mad enough then to backdoor Joe then? Why it's 2 years late? A year and a half, 2 years. Why is it that late? You are stupid. Okay, you are stupid. You will sit up there and talk about Wack called you when no, that's not the shit. Wack called Levi. Levi told you Wack called him. All that kind of bullshit. As if you are the motherfucking one that the fucking plug or you plugged into or whatever. I don't know what motherfucking goddamn um shit Levi will plug you into or whatever. But I know at that motherfucking time, no motherfucking whack ain't called Joe bitch ass. Okay? And Birdman, all these motherfuckers and shit like that. I guarantee you, once they find out your ass is a motherfucking snitch by some petty ass motherfucking goddamn uh money scheme that you wasn't even at the top on. Listen, tops speak to tops. You're not even the top on your motherfucking shit. Well, what is your problem? What is your fucking problem? I don't listen. JoJo don't want me. All this, I ain't got no motherfucking all this motherfucking bullshit. Apparently, you ain't got enough money for your motherfucking goddamn wife and children. That's what it seemed like to be. What are you talking about? I ain't never motherfucking wanted a nigga that I didn't get. Are you crazy? Huh? We don't have to go back and visit that my Angie motherfucking shit. Do you want to visit that? Get your ass on some motherfucking well. Your goddamn restless, rocking, shaking the motherfucking ice ass some motherfucking well and sit your bitch ass down. Give me the fuck up. You out your bullshit. It don't make sense, sir. You can't make it make sense, sir. And listen. One thing I motherfucking do know, I know that motherfucking nigga you done backdoor. And I listen. When that motherfucking light finally comes on his motherfucking head between wanting peace in the motherfucking street and wanting to ask your motherfucking ass, why the fuck you acting funny? Huh? See, Both of y'all disappeared at the same time. What I think of what it looks like to me, I believe. And he done already called me damn near a year ago and asked me about what the fuck you had said. Whenever he asked me, and I told him what I said to Levi, and I told him what I said to Bless. Hmm. And we all know the motherfucking history about how, some kind of way Levi be inheriting your motherfucking beefs and shit. So what you talking about? You want I want you to lie for me, bitch? I don't want you to do shit for me. I told you I don't need your arithmetics. I don't need your motherfucking beefing goddamn techniques. I don't need none of that because that motherfucking shit is going down the goddamn toilet. You're not making sense, sir. And one thing that motherfucker know, he know that I know in his voice when he want the right motherfucking answer, I'm gonna give up the right motherfucking answer. Bitch ass nigga. I ain't called and told you shit. I ain't motherfucking talk to your bitch ass. You just a lying ass motherfucking nigga. And hey, and here's the thing, right? People just don't haven't caught up with your lies yet. That's why you might give the appearance that you're not lying that much. But if they go back, go to the timeline and remember the different things you've said, even about the case, you told a lie. Don Russell ain't motherfucking taking no stand against R. Kelly. Kid didn't take a stand up. Shut up. You shut the fuck up. Ain't no white girl showed up. None of that. Just shut the fuck up. You steady want to keep motherfucking putting me in your motherfucking goddamn fucking shit. Cause you want to cover for them leather face ass motherfucking bitches. Y'all all over the motherfucking place. Like roaches. And cut the light on. Shit, you don't even stay nowhere long enough to get a roach, so motherfucker. I'm not. I ain't got enough money for Angela as if I'm going to give a nigga my money. For what? A nigga I'm interested in or he interested in me? Are you crazy? Bitch ass nigga. Ooh, why don't you give me my money, bitch? Trying to tell her like, oh, she ain't $100, motherfucker. I gave y'all 780, bitch. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. Bitch ass goddamn bitch ass nigga. Oh, I wanna tell you something so motherfucking bad. I wanna tell you a lot of shit. Okay? I don't wanna throw nobody behind the motherfucking bus. I just got to sit here and wait. Wait till the motherfucking shit go down with your bitch ass. Shut up. That's lying. Everybody knows I'm not scared of no motherfucking body. If you want to motherfucker know what it is with me, or what it is, what have you, whatever it is, all you gotta do is motherfucking goddamn hit your motherfucking go live button. But we know you ain't gonna hit my line, and I'll goddamn tell you. Weird ass. Mm-mm. I ain't tell you shit. Hell, I trust your motherfucking ass. Is you crazy? I mean, I have told Levi way more shit. I told your motherfucking ass. I ain't talking about no motherfucking JoJo, none of that motherfucking bullshit. Ain't nobody finna get caught up in no shit like that. I'm not gonna be talking behind. Well, I mean, we beefing. We were beefing. So I had every right to talk behind his back. We talking behind mine. But that's not, but I just told those two people what I told them. And that's it. Okay? I ain't even take nothing back from when y'all motherfuckers was first into it somewhat. What the fuck I'm gonna sit up here and then check this out right here. How does um I'm just I don't understand. I just understand. You do know that the time ain't adding up. So you think you can still keep saying. 'Cause that's what you con artists and manipulative motherfuckers do. Well, I'm telling you, you're doing it with the wrong person. Because number one, let's be clear. Number one, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. To be honest, if you think I said it then, you think I said it now, you think I said it, I don't give a fuck. The thing about it is, what you gonna do about it? But here's the thing: I ain't told your bitch ass shit. You ain't noticed that when it was revealed that you done snitched on motherfucking cases. I'm like, well, goddamn. I mean, motherfucker, you are now motherfucking snitching on goddamn crimes that ain't even happened yet and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you get those type of people. Y'all wouldn't believe it. Your motherfuckers be trying to get out of whatever they're getting out of, and they be motherfuckers snitching about crimes that ain't even motherfucking happened yet. That somebody else gonna may or may not do. I put my right hand up to the Lord. You know, I don't play them games like that. I'm serious. You like, can nobody ask you about that? Can we get back to, can I get this story together? Like, what in the hell? Oh my God, he's steady lying. Dude, he gonna forget y'all bitch asses. And y'all probably gonna mount another attack on me. And that's fine. I don't give a fuck. That's what bitch ass niggas do. That's why I make sure in my physical space I am void of bitch ass niggas. I can't stand them. You heard my friend Ted say that on more than one occasion. Oh, that's the worst kind of nigga. Outside of snitching nigga. But a bitch ass nigga, oh my gosh. Mm-mm. Let me see if a bitch ass nigga can retain status or attain status. Let me see. A bitch ass nigga. What's the rule on a bitch ass nigga? I don't even think bitch ass niggas, and this is how much I don't be around bitch ass niggas. I don't even think bitch ass niggas can attain or retain motherfucking status as long as well as a snitch, a motherfucker do shit to children. Now, for some reason, domestic violence, they I don't know, they don't know about that. You know, the black woman is the most goddamn abused fucking uh, person out of any of the motherfucking groups, but that's just how it is. But a snitch, And I don't know no bitch ass niggas with status. I'm sitting here really thinking, I don't know. They may or may not have. I just don't know. Shit, they know to stay away, fuck away from me. But all I'm gonna do is stare at them and make them feel real uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. My presence make people uncomfortable. And you don't even know that you motherfucking goddamn activating your uncomfort. Yeah, that's why you got to keep motherfucking line on my black ass talking about this motherfucking backdoor shit. Okay, we already know you ain't gonna tell the truth. Why are you coming up with a delayed motherfucking reaction and keep adding to it? Adding on motherfucking goddamn so that shit that done went down and all this him. Shit, well, I don't understand. And why take both of y'all to be upset at the same damn time? But no, I'm sorry, you claiming like you ain't upset because you popped your ass in that motherfucking chat that other live not too long ago, trying to, explain away. But dude, you ain't fooling everybody. Some people just might let your ass just breathe on through because they want peace. So you don't have an idea how to motherfucking um you don't know shit. You ain't as smart as you think you are. Right? Because when I was listening to Drunk Champs uh last goddamn live and shit, I'm like, you know, Cookie, what, some of those, like, yeah, you ain't reading the room, baby. You ain't reading the room. This right here ain't no time to be talking about love and blessings and Merry Christmas. This is not what this is not that. You got to read the room and hush the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers ain't smart as you think. And all I have to do is just fast forward to somewhere. Because I don't. I really don't. Because if I listen to all y'all shit, I would be on this motherfucking dragon motherfuckers left and right instead of be gaining more going to hell points. I don't have time for that. You motherfucking devils, y'all already made y'all have already made your choice which way you want to motherfucking go. That ain't my situation. You understand that? Y'all already, picked out y'all rooms and shit. Y'all know what time they gonna be feeding people down there in hell and shit. Most likely it's gonna be barbecue. I mean, y'all already motherfucking know. I don't wanna do none of that. Okay? And you keep coming at me about some motherfucking, you don't back door that man. Listen, you are the leader of this back door. You know, talk Levi into the bullshit. Also, y'all may also could backdoor them because y'all trying to, bring your channels back up. I mean, it's listen. You motherfuckers do shit for less, honey. All I know that it's not a coincidence that so many people around him, y'all in the motherfucking back then, we steady looking at what the hell happened. Hmm? I don't even know what the lame shit you claim. I don't. Wait a minute. Try this. But it's all funny to me because he couldn't wait to get you motherfuckers on his side and baby. I told you. That's why I'm always wanting to win. What do I need to be held up and tied up with motherfuckers that ain't about shit and do all this kind of shit, damn people at the back doing all this motherfucking bullshit? Why do I want to be cool with your motherfucking ass? No, have at it. I don't understand. Y'all so stupid. Mm. The shit you think you gonna do to me to hurt me actually is going to help me. Again, I'm particular about the motherfuckers I fuck with. Hello? So why in the hell would I have a problem for some motherfuckers that like I wouldn't deal with outside this motherfucker anywhere not coming. I don't give a fuck about no shit like this, and especially no motherfucking goddamn this bullshit. You say you two was your motherfucking job. Bitch, not me. I mean, you are ridiculous as a specimen. I'm serious. I wouldn't trust your motherfucking ass far as I can goddamn see your bitch ass. I mean, you ain't really did the most. And the fact that you think you fooling everybody, that's gonna be your downfall. That's gonna be your fucking downfall. Because you are telling lies that only make sense. And the thing about it is, you don't even know. You done told that lie about I told you about he been on the phone with Sharon Wimbush every day. Check this out. And you don't know when you said that the first time, that nigga hadn't called me and asked me. But You delayed your motherfucking outrage about that for a whole year and a half. Whenever the motherfucker asked me that, whenever you first said it, this is your second time saying that, nigga. Y'all been over there with him between the time you said I said it to you until the time you done got up, y'all done got motherfucking mad about it. Y'all done been over there. It don't make sense, nigga. You are lying. You do not talking. You are lying. Listen, nobody wants to be depressed with you. I mean, get you some more motherfucking some kind of medicine, some extra medicine, whatever. Because you're not trying to bring me down no motherfucking depression, bitch. Your mind against my mind, bitch. You know which one they picking, bitch. You's a lying ass motherfucker. You know, you can't do it. You can't motherfucking do it. You a con man. And you con in special interest groups, the handicapped people. Your ass on some motherfucking web. My goddamn money. Keep talking and talking. Shit, only motherfucking talk I want to hear is my goddamn money. Fuck all of that. You need to motherfucking take that up with motherfucking JoJo and Levi and get y'all shit together. And the motherfucking goddamn bozo. I don't give a shit. As a matter of fact, the four of y'all can get together and give me my motherfucking money. And apparently you can borrow from Blessed. Motherfucking goddamn fucking broke ass balls. What the fucking kind of shit is this happening? I want to give motherfucking financial advice. And all we can put in our motherfucking head is synchronous bank. What? You are delusional. This is you might, baby, you might need to go somewhere and motherfucking rest. God damn. How is this? I got to make sure I'm not crazy. Because this is too many crazy motherfuckers being drawn to the same motherfucking source. We in the same synergy, right? Something ain't right. You know, we're in the same, going down the same abyss. I don't understand. Because I don't see me and none of you motherfuckers. God damn. Mm, 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 mm. God, that's some crazy ass shit. Now you done motherfucking pick the Sharon Wimbush motherfucking angle. I guess maybe when I lashed out on your ass, y'all had to come back with uh some motherfucking Carolina Diamond shit and some relation. You just what in the hell? Now, just think about it. And you know none of this is true. But think about it. Why would I get mad? Okay, fuck that. Just say, I'm gonna do what you say. You said I seen him in Mexico, and the same day I motherfucking told you to watch Galatians. Now, I did tell you to watch Galatians. I did tell you that. How does that have to, what did that got to do with why y'all, because it was a y'all at first, and now you're trying to back out of it because maybe um I know why you're trying to back out of it. And I ain't gonna, I'm gonna give that away, but I ain't gonna really tell it. I know you're trying to back out of it because you know that you're not going to you're not going to fare well against him like maybe you do the bozo. You understand what I'm saying? It's just still a a mystery about how all of a sudden you want to act funny. Since you, some of you, I guess you don't understand backdooring, so I'm saying act funny. Well, all of a sudden you want to act funny in a pair. Because are you saying both of y'all mad at him for the same reason? Now you trying to motherfucking goddamn uh broker some shit, cop please and shit. When you pop up over there in the motherfucker, you know, trying to make sure your ass don't get motherfucking goddamn figured out. I'm so glad I did take a couple of advice. Some smart motherfucking people. Actually from your motherfucking area. From your, you know, when y'all was Team Truth said, don't tell everybody, you know. And then you know what y'all do one time told me, don't tell this, that, third about yourself, whatever. You know, that's some motherfucking, you know, decent advice. But why you keep motherfucking talking about I told you that, I told you that. Okay, well why are your emotions on layaway? You did not know that that man done called me and asked me about that the first time you said it? That had to be 2025, 2024. Like what y'all the smart dummy, I don't know if y'all trying to get your channels back and we do know the next thing is, you know, you want your people out to chat and all, you know, the whole nine, y'all know the whole the playbook. Y'all know. Y'all so pure. Y'all pure. Y'all the most motherfucking disgusting motherfucking males I've ever got them run across. Yeah. And that's including motherfucking baby daddies who have urges. I mean, they just a deadbeat dad. That's goddamn enough. And they just, you know. I mean, yeah. Listen, That's one bitch ass nigga quality. Y'all motherfuckers got several bitch ass nigga quality. Now your ass um, you know, trying to hide in plain sight, coming over there instead of talking, instead of adding shit on to it, adding shit on to it. Listen, Drunk champs talk over there. He do sober up. Huh? Meaning, he gonna think. Stupid. You keep adding shit onto it. Well, wait, do you take, are you taking your outrage off leeway and stages and shit? And Sharon went, let me take that off leeway. The goddamn Caroline Diamond take that off leeway. And Galatians take that off leeway. Boy, I, y'all should have did a dry run on this motherfucking shit. What I'm trying to tell you is some level face bitches. I'm trying to tell you right now. Because they are pretty much in motherfucking goddamn having shocks and tremors and shit like that they ain't been in no shit in a minute. They looking to start some shit. They like that. That's what they function off of. You know, they no cook. They got shit to do. So they be high all the time. So they need somebody to fuck with. And now I remember that man sitting up there saying, you know, all that shit that nobody's gonna talk about his bro like that. I'm like, okay, that's gonna go. Oh, wow, over there. And nigga, you were the one that was doing all the motherfucking goddamn bad talk about the goddamn R. Kelly before, you know, after the man done put your ass in the goddamn paperwork. Again, you got so many motherfucking names there. Paperwork, Larry. I just, oh my God. Just people. Boy, take your motherfucking ass on some kind of what? This shit don't make no goddamn sense. You just be talking. No ever nothing. Nigga, I ain't told your ass shit. You crazy? Mm-mm. I don't think nobody in right mind gonna tell you a bunch of shit. Maybe Levi, but I don't know. Hell motherfucking no. The bitch we know. You are the pole, motherfucking pole. And I will get in trouble. See what I'm saying? But baby, mm, I know how the motherfucking job goes. Child. I'm not gonna be bothered with all of that. I don't understand why the hell you gotta keep mentioning talk like go ahead on, sir. Gone. Gone. You done told them motherfucking lies and you don't even know and see. Oh shit. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Listen, I'm trying to tell you now, sir. I'm trying to tell you. Cause all y'all bitch ass niggas got a gallery of level face ass bitches that want y'all to go and whomever. Now, sir, you better make sure niece and more is on your motherfucking side. Cause if you don't get niece and more, if niece and more, you ever said something about niece and more and shit, and niece and more talk over the, now he ain't talk like me, but he talk over there in drunk champs. Baby, cause she on lie and make it up and perform all that kind of bullshit. Now you got another set of goddamn problems. Well, you should have just got. I don't understand. You should have just. I don't even know, like, why he even did that live. I don't even know what came before that. And you best believe it. I wanted you motherfuckers to argue, fuss, and fight. I would be like checking all the time. Let me see. Let me see. I don't do. First of all, I ain't never done that. Want somebody to fight? That's stupid. Because I promise you, you can't fight like I can. And I already know you don't have the resources like I do. So I'm not. I really don't be worried. I'm really be just fucking with y'all. To be honest. To be honest, because you're so pitiful. There's a bunch of y'all so motherfucking pitiful. So this just don't make no sense, child. I be shaking my goddamn head. I'll be like, nah, I got to come and cuss this motherfucker out. I be shaking my damn head. Like, it's a sad set of motherfucking circumstances right here, baby. God damn. Motherfuckers don't know what HBCUs are. I don't have time for that. Okay? I'm listening to this motherfucking dumb bitch live. She went to say the ABCs. And I think she stopped at, she didn't do XYZ or whatever. But then she just went to her. Now I know my bitch. That's not the whole motherfucking song. And because you are a dummy, you gonna have to say the whole thing out here. I mean, just like a lack of training. I mean, no media training, no kind of nothing kind of training, no etiquette schooling. You don't. She don't even know that when she be trying to sound smart on her motherfucking wall, which don't make no goddamn sense. And barring my motherfucking goddamn spelling words up to date. Sit your bitch ass down, lady. If y'all gonna see how fucking my face is wrinkled up for even goddamn knowing that y'all exist, ugh, Jesus. Just to even know you motherfuckers exist on this goddamn planet. Just, damn, get your ass on some motherfucking well. Pitiful ass motherfuckers. I mean, what they say you at the damn march and shit, and your pants all wet and shit, all this bullshit. I don't want to talk nobody. Shut up. Shit, get your bitch ass on. That's ridiculous. Why is you in there with wet pants? Weird acting, looking, sounding motherfuckers. I ain't about that time for a motherfucking uh, uh, Lifetime movie network motherfucking bitches. 304s and all this him bitch ass niggas and I don't have time for this. I really goddamn don't. I mean, I'm at y'all last year, but I'm gonna need you to get something together better before you click that motherfucking link and come argue with me. I don't want to do all of that. Okay, I'm just gonna come cuss your ass out when I feel like it because it's payback. I didn't, let y'all slide. I don't understand what you don't get. But I ain't signing up to be keep going back and forth with no motherfucking dummies. I'm done with that. I'm not signing up to go motherfucking back and forth with no motherfucking lying ass motherfuckers about some bullshit. It don't make goddamn sense. It ain't even an accurate representation of who the fuck I am on all of him. And give me my motherfucking money. Fuck that. Fuck all of that motherfucking uh Sharon Woodbury shit, um, Dr. motherfucking Rogers, Rice, any motherfucker. Give me my goddamn money. Do a live about that. Y'all motherfucking pool my money to motherfucking together over there. Bitch, you can buy them motherfucking goddamn, buy all that motherfucking weed at that goddamn place. And liquor and shit. Hell, you done did motherfucking enough lives talking about my motherfucking ass. You'd have been ran me my goddamn money. I want it back now. The fuck? You gonna talk about other motherfuckers, yet you got motherfucking charity in the streets. And then you got people paying for your motherfucking weddings and shit. Ain't nobody ever I mean you sir, your ass is in need of a daddy. I know something because how you mad at the people that pay for your wedding and all this extra shit or whatever? And y'all know how all that shit started? The leather face bitches. That's who got them motherfuckers not speaking and keep ripping the motherfucking fabric and shit. And then let me tell you, and worst part about it, with your bitch ass nigga, is that I sense, this is my opinion, I sense that that man really don't want to motherfucking go there with you because I think he may still have a little care for your bitch. And I detect that, I think he kind of maybe not, he probably knows now that you ain't a good person to be in his life, but still sometimes you'll miss that. You'll miss whatever it is y'all was doing. That's just my opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion. That makes you a bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga. And then you keep all of this. You doing all this motherfucking bullshit. Like you some noble motherfucking person and shit. And see, I know your motherfucking ass was a con artist until it was brought to the goddamn sector. Now I step back and profile your motherfucking ass. Got it. A real motherfucking simple bitch. Your motherfucking ass with all this nobility. You doing all this here out the kindness of your heart. You're good enough, but whatever to get people one in your motherfucking stable that's gonna echo the same sentiments about your bitch ass and will swing, you know, will motherfucking windmill for your bitch ass, yeah. And but all the while you doing all kind of fuck shit that says you're not a good motherfucking person. But here's the thing, right? You lucked up because you landed in the motherfucking sea of no good motherfuckers that don't even give a fuck that you ain't a good person. They don't even give a fuck. They ain't champion motherfucking niggas like y'all. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm not interested in no shit like that. Now, sometimes I may find out too late that your motherfucking ass is how you are, and I'm human. So whatever feelings and I done invested. But I know I ain't motherfucking that goddamn crazy to motherfucking goddamn what? Trade peace for bullshit. No, I'm all right. That goddamn stupid. Mm-mm. Child, them motherfuckers, baby. Them motherfuckers over there is just something else. They be doing all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit, baby. You be like, damn, damn. Yeah, I mean, they take this shit serious. I don't know if this is warm up, just in case somebody tap your ass on the shoulder in the streets and shit, and maybe I don't know. But baby, this internet shit is dangerous. Not that line and tell that on make motherfucking sense. But yeah, that's you though. You a little motherfucking goddamn manipulator, honey. Look, thief. Death by deceit. Death by taking. Death by whatever. You do your vision. Leave me alone with your bullshit. Don't stop calling my goddamn name, talking about light. Don't talk about nothing. Just keep moving around. Damn. That shit there is insane. Insane. And I don't even know if Jojo and Levi actually know what the fuck they're arguing about. But it don't make goddamn sense. I have yet to figure out what is the attraction for these motherfucking YouTubers that have You motherfuckers as friends or people in the chat or whatever. I don't understand the attraction. What is it? Mm-mm. Association, brain on simulation. That's okay. Mm-mm. Part of one. Okay? Around here. But this is some crazy ass shit. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I'm gonna be working hard for these relationships, right? I'm just looking like I really just be looking like, am I missing something? Child, you gonna get your motherfucking ass on and listen. And let me tell you how I know I'm right. Look at all the motherfucking bullshit. It's not peaceful around here. You got one old motherfucking goddamn fucking cock-a-doodle-doo motherfucking head ass motherfucking bitch talking about you started all of it. Bitch, I ain't started all of nothing. I came to get my licks back. That's it. But at this motherfucking point, I don't even want them back. Listen, if I knew I was gonna be having to goddamn deal with the dummies and all this extra motherfucking bullshit, that's okay. I wish I would have never said nothing. Like, god damn. Well, I mean, you got to sit up here and goddamn explain what an agency, explain this, explain that, and point this out. Snap. Anybody got time for this motherfucking bullshit. Okay? I go argue with somebody else about something else, honey. God damn. I'm just, I can't y'all pretend I'm invisible. I made a big mistake. I thought I had time to deal with trying to get a motherfucker to get what the first lady said right. I don't have time for that. I know I was gonna have to a year or two later. How you still don't know the directions that Michelle Obama said? She said 7 words. 7. I don't want to deal with this. Okay? I don't want to deal with no motherfucking looking at the computer showing you that she can, keep with that motherfucking weird ass grin, showing she can type some shit about some motherfucking union and shit. I, I understand, that's her pushing herself beyond what she thought she could do, whatever, and that's fine. I don't give a fuck. You're still dumb and you're still crazy. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about the motherfucking um, cracks all in your motherfucking, I don't know if that's a driveway or I don't know what the fuck that is over there later, but I don't give a damn about all the cracks over there on that goddamn drive. And what's gonna happen is you don't have motherfucking um vegetation growing in that motherfucking cement and shit. And hell, the motherfucker he don't like to do shit. That's that motherfucker. That is sorry. He don't want to do a motherfucking thing. But sit on the motherfucking computer and or I don't know whatever we'll be doing over at that goddamn house. But baby, one thing about it, You don't involve your bitch ass all the time. Unless, he's talking, remember the times type shit. Like, not saying he's saying remember the times, but he's like maybe he's speaking like, when he could have been on or whatever, and I don't know how on he would be or whatever. It's just, I don't want to deal with none of this. I'm sorry I said it. I should have let the shit ride on. I gotta I done did more motherfucking goddamn explaining shit. And the motherfucker, I say one thing, bitches turn around and say, and playing my shit and saying something else like, what kind of screwball shit is this? Is this dyslexia or something? I don't have no motherfucking degree to deal with that. I don't have no kind of nothing to deal with the SLD motherfucking people. I'm serious. It's about a bunch of motherfucking foster home children and neglect for parent motherfuckers. I don't have time for none of that. I don't. I, get your motherfucking out of your trauma bonding, bitch. Get an LLC so y'all can help others. I don't know. The fuck on. I ain't got time for this motherfucking bullshit. I don't. Who is mad? You, you mad at a motherfucker because of they goddamn life. Past, present, and gonna be future. Hmm? Yeah, I don't know a bunch of them type motherfuckers. My friends, I pretty much done met all they parents and sisters and brothers and cousins and shit like that. And for the most part, most of them seem normal. And if there are ones that had to eat mayonnaise sandwiches or whatever, and I don't know of anyone that I know that had to eat mayonnaise sandwiches. They fared pretty good. Everybody's all right. There's no bitterness with nobody. Told you the only motherfucker that was mad that I was being honored was the motherfucker goddamn I'm sleeping with the enemy. His motherfucking face was balled up, looking like goddamn Ike Turner. I'm like, oh, I catch it. I catch it, baby. I'm like, oh, what the hell? It's very different. It's very different, let me tell you. For the most part, right? Y'all know. Okay. Well, y'all probably don't know. So, after you get your honors or whatever, and you've already eaten, right? And there's honors, and then, after you gather up now, some of them be offering like snacks and drinks and shit at the end. Some of them have to get the hell on. So, check this out right here. I can remember coming off the stage or whatever I'm doing, coming off the stage up, and then walking up to credit card man. The other husband, policeman, 7 p.m. man. I think. And I walk. I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. I walk directly to the person, that you, and then you get received by him, by, whoever you came with or whatever. And I don't know if it's because, and I don't want to say all of it, the people I just named was media trained or whatever, but they know how the shit goes. And you walk to them and bend down, because they're gonna be taller than me. They bend down and you know congratulate you personally, kiss, hug, whatever. Now, could it have been that Walker husband? Don't know all about that because I told you that was one of them motherfucking builder nigga type situation. But I did my part. I walked straight to the motherfucker. That motherfucker ain't say shit. I said, oh, okay. And I know Levi hates when I tell what, don't say this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Yes, 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 yeah. Because all actuality, really, I shouldn't even brought your ass, be honest. To be honest. But yeah. But I remember being received by everybody, the right way. Except that motherfucker. That's crazy, yo. Just like when Travis Hunter came down, he went to the people. He used to go to the people. Like, I'm a motherfucker there. And he ain't say shit. It'd be so crazy because everybody, the people in your life, especially the men, they want you to be there to witness their whatever, whether it's a game or whatever, and will ring your motherfucking phone to death. Like if you just say you running a little late or you trying to park somewhere in the goddamn parking lot, where you at? Where you at? We get ready to stop. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I'm like, oh my God. I can't even drive for motherfucking keep answering the goddamn phone. I'm about to bust the engine trying to goddamn get over it. Oh my God. Shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And see, but I know what to do. And the only reason why I know what to do because told, I was taught, I have been doing it, and all that extra shit. So at least I don't get mad because I got to tell the person that ain't used to that type of environment what to goddamn do and what not to goddamn do. I mean, oh, child, that boy's, some of that boy got on my goddamn nerve. I don't like all that playing and shit. I told you, I don't want to be tickled. I don't want you to roll no motherfucking towel up and pop me on my ass and all that shit. I don't want you to hit me on my ass. And and let me tell you this one thing. And see, he is an East Side nigga. That's what happened to move on the South Side. Them East Side niggas, that's a little different. The Moncrief people like me, the North Side people, kind of different than East Side people. But let me tell you. Let me tell you. I don't know if y'all have people like this in y'all life, but just keep wanting to play. Like, you a grown ass motherfucker. Like, y'all, this got on my nerve. I ain't net. Y'all know them people that like to fart and then do all that playing shit like they farting on you, come over there and fart on you, and I don't like all that. I don't like all that shit. I come over there farting on me and shit like that. That's not motherfucking. That's not fun. I don't like shit. Like I was so. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. Boy, I was so happy to get rid of that motherfucker. God damn. Shit. Like I don't like all that. He'll run in the room and like toot in your damn face and sit on y'all stupid ass shit. Like I don't have time for all this old motherfucking goofy ass shit. I don't want to do all of this. This ain't motherfucking fun. You running around the motherfucking house thinking that's motherfucking fun. Motherfucker, you high or something? Shit, I don't like all that. He older than I am. I'm fighting on people and shit. And it ain't got nothing to do with, like Yvette say, like I'm the fun police, the fun Scrooge, the whatever. That has, I don't, listen, I have fun. I can entertain my goddamn self too. I have fun. I just don't think people running around fighting on you and shit is fucking a goddamn example of fucking fun. That's not fun. That is ridiculous. Sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere. All that walking back and forth and shit. It's fine. Ain't shit, oh, child. I was made to be the only child. Okay? Because nothing else is going to make goddamn sense. I was made to be the only child. She don't get on my motherfucking nerves. That's one thing I can motherfucking tell you. You're not going to get on my motherfucking nerves. Okay? Just play too much. I don't care how stern you turn and tell them. I mean, like my fist be balled up with all that playing shit. And then I catch a motherfucking attitude, for a long time. Now you calling me the problem. No, I told you don't do that. And I tell you don't do that every motherfucking time. Don't motherfucking twirl no towel up and pop me on my motherfucking ass. I don't know what kind of goddamn bitches you used to, but I'm tender. That hurts. Okay? Like, stop doing that shit. Motherfucking towel. Like all that. I don't want no pillow fight. I don't want to do none of that. And don't throw no goddamn party for me or don't invite me to party. Them motherfuckers had a goddamn thing like the little thing is rolled up and then you blow it and boom and it stretches out and shit. I got time for all that shit. Making all the motherfucking noise and shit, the party favors. I got time for all that. Like, oh, I'm thinking about that shit. Yeah, all the time. And he used to fart so much. And it's coming and, all that. That's so goddamn stupid to me. And of course, I mean, I don't have no spray and stuff or whatever sitting around where I am because my house ain't stink, right? I got the motherfucking hold my nose fan and go and get some goddamn Lysol or something like that. I'm not got time for no shit like that. He got on my nerves, I'm telling you. On my nerves. Hey, so y'all, if people tell y'all not to do something, just don't do it. Because that gets on my nerves too. I done told you not to do it. And you gonna continue to do it. It's a simple ask. I'm one of the affected parties. Can you not do that? Damn. Mm. I don't even know how I got on this topic. Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing. I'm still watching people who done died and let it rest, you know. Mm. Mm. Drip so hard. Okay, dude, wait a minute. Like, what is. Like, period. Dile español para la gente. What is the waste? Look at Juju. What is the waste? I can't hold back. I feel like something's going on. What did you do? It's been a week and we keep walking around like nothing's wrong. Baby, I should just pack my shit, just move along. Why don't we just try to discuss what happened to us? We're leaving alone. And I swear. Okay, just leave it alone. Dude, wait a minute. Like, what is. Like, period. Dile español para la gente. What is the waste, dog? What is the waste? Really? I can't hold back. I feel like something. Oh, okay. The one that said, Carissa. Really? Listen, hear me out, right? I keep telling these street bitches that I am y'all carnival. Okay? I do this shit professional now with this boxing, but I was a hell of a street fighter. Still is. And I'd be so confused when a street fighter bitch come thinking she about to press me or say anything to me. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. You know where I live at? The gym. And any street bitch ever thinks she gonna do anything with me, she delusional. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, what you did, how much time you served. I will smoke the fuck out of you. We ain't got a box. We ain't got a box. You ain't got a match, you want a street fight, whatever you want to do. You're not going to do nothing with me. Girl, I'm a known killer. What the fuck is you talking about? You telling this girl, I'm not one of them. Play with somebody else in your own motherfucking time, bitch. Quit playing with me. I'm a champ for real.
I hate to say this, but it almost seems like Clarissa is jealous that Remy has been to prison before. And you might be thinking, who the fuck would be jealous about somebody else serving time? Well, because that's the only thing that Remy has done that you haven't even copied off of yet. Do y'all remember when Clarissa said this?
And I really flip out, I'm going to go to jail. That's why I keep...
Back in music. Now, when she did review, and then when she finally decides to respond back in music, now when she did that song with Connie Diamond, you made a big deal and said that she was talking about you. Connie Diamond came out and said, nope, that song wasn't even about you. So then finally, she went ahead and applied some pressure on your motherfucking head. After that, she then came back, and not only did she come back and do it, she came back and she did it with French, and she also did it with Max. And you're mad about it. Papoose is so in his feelings to the point that he's talking about smacking Fat Joe in the face. You mean your daughter's godfather? You want to beat him up for what? What did he do to you? Papoose is less than a man for even letting Clarissa threaten Remy like that. At the end of the day, y'all still have a daughter together. And if you ask me, the reason why she's really mad, Remy came on here naturally beautiful, looking like this yesterday, and Clarissa has to use a filter. She has a flawless look filter on, and look what it's giving.
You don't be ever paying attention? That's sad. Listen. I know how that is. Is the Keefe shit done started up? What is going on? Hold on. Child. What is this now? Let me see what it is.
A lot of people got this situation confused. People say, Keefe D wasn't the shooter. Orlando wasn't the shooter. Such and such what did it. I don't know who did it. All I know is what Keefe D told the investigators. And guess what? And they charged him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's break this down. Let's get into some of this straight game. Life is like some cards. It's not what you dealt with, but how you play it.
I told y'all I'd be looking at them how the men bring the story and stuff.
I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy Delray Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter, Straight Game TV. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor, click on the thumbs up button. Also, subscribe to the channel. like I always say, if you want to be one of the first people notified when I drop some of the straight game, please do me a favor and click on what appears to be that little bell notification right below this video. I'm going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think a lot of people have this situation confused. The Tupac case in itself, the information,
what KPD is actually charged with. I think it's conspiracy.
How the deck is actually stacked against him, just minus, somewhat even what he said, right? But more importantly, some of what he did say. Yeah, they got it confused. It's got it confused. So a lot of people think that if Keefe D didn't shoot Tupac somehow, he's not supposed to be charged. But Keefe D wasn't the shooter, and they say it as if they're informed about what it is that's really going on. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to break it down for you like it's supposed to be broken down.
Oh,
so
okay.
That we can, for the people that keep saying it, because it could give a lot of people.
So he must be out charged with some kind of conspiracy, I believe.
Slick stuff, and it's like, yeah, like I said, this is not personal for me. It's not. It's not personal at all. At all. It's more informative, right? And you would think that people would want the right information. Like I said,
I do.
People have debated who killed Tupac Shakur, but here's what's most important, ladies and gentlemen. Most people still don't understand, right? Keefe D is not just claimed, or should I say, simply accused of being the shooter. He's not, right? If you actually read the charging document, you'll notice something critical, right? The state doesn't have to prove Keefe D pulled the trigger, right? The indictment alleges several different theories of criminal liability.
Go ahead.
This is where it gets real funky.
Go ahead now.
Like I said, when it's with anybody. It's with Tupac and his, the case that he caught in New York with the girl and all of that.
Come on.
Charging 6 or 7 different things, and hoping that they stick. But more importantly, hoping that you would crack to take a plea. Tupac didn't do that. And what I mean by that is when you talk about the simple manner of charging somebody with something and then trying to stack the deck, right? But the police don't. The prosecutor does not have to prove that Keefe D was the shooter, right?
Come on.
The indictment alleges several different theories of criminal liability that charges everything, right? And it changes everything. Like I said, today we're gonna, slow down a little bit, right? Slow down a little bit so that the people can really understand what's going on, and they stop making comments that are so uninformed that it's like it kind of makes you think about like what people, where they get their information from.
I.e. they slow. Come on. I want you over here. Come on.
Who are they listening to? And all of these other things, right? So we're going to read the charging documents, ladies and gentlemen, just for the lay person who really doesn't know. Like I said, what Keefe D is actually charged with. Why prosecutors don't necessarily have to prove he fired the fatal shots. The legal theories in the indictment, the role of his public statements, interviews, and memoir, what the defense is expected to, what Keefe D's side is expected to argue, and why the jurors will ultimately have to decide. Like I said, once again, Keefe D is innocent until proven guilty. And we're talking about public documents, like I said, court documents, and things of that nature that are based on actual information. This is not about rumor. This is not about what we got from another YouTube channel. We will be actually presenting the document to you here at this moment, right? Like I said, one thing immediately stands out in the charging document, right? The state alleges that Tupac's killing was willful. Listen to me. Tupac's killing was willful, deliberate, and premeditated.
So, that specific intent. Now it's sitting in my mouth, but well, let's pull it up. I'm getting impressed. Wait a minute. I haven't looked at PPD's charging document in a minute. And he using the right words and shit. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it was a charging document or an indictment. But I think it was a charging document. But because is that what he live in Nevada? I don't know if Nevada have a choice. And I ain't breaking shit down. Mm-mm. Don't that. Come on.
Those three things are very important. The Tupac's killing was willful, deliberate, and premeditated, which is harsh in itself. Like I said, when somebody say, second degree murder, they give you a second degree murder, in the crime of passion, during a fight, doing some kind of altercation where somebody gets charged with murder, right? That's not what Keefe is charged with. The state alleges that the Tupac killing was willful, deliberate, and premeditated, right? But then you have to notice what comes next. The indictment lists multiple theories under which the state says Keefe D may be criminally liable. So they getting what I would call 3 bites at the apple, if you will, right? 3 bites at the apple. And so, they're not only relying on one version, they got 3 different versions instead.
So you remember when I was telling y'all that there is enumerator and there's unenumerated, right? He didn't say, after he said willful, so on and so premeditation, all that, he didn't say, well, the prosecutors have to prove specific intent, because that's not going to be in there. We already know that by them words, by certain words. It's other words too. We already know what level of intent they got to prove. Okay? We already know. It's like we know where the burden, the standard of proof is from the beginning to the end, because everybody think it's just beyond a reasonable doubt for the whole motherfucking layout, and it's not. That's what I was trying to tell you. They're not gonna put everything in the motherfucker because they're not talking to you.
They allege that liability could arise if the jury finds one or more of several legal theories proven beyond a reasonable doubt. So let's say one of the 2 don't stick. Okay, cool. But 3 does. Okay, they got a conviction. And how they laid it out in the document, right? And well, let me give it to you like this, ladies and gentlemen, so you understand what I'm talking about. Boom. Here we go. Right? Now, this is the actual dated the 28th of September 2023. You read, it says, shooting, and you got to understand this, and it names all 3. So it says, shooting at, and or into the body of the said Tupac Amaru Shakur, and said killing having been willful. Listen, having been willful, deliberate, and premeditated. Heavy. That's some heavy. Like I said, when the jury looks this over and they start to see this, it's like, okay, well, that shit was planned. They planned to do something to Tupac, from that perspective. In this, being able to prove it is also important. The defendant, listen, the defendant being criminally liable under one or more of the following principles of criminal liability, to wit, 1. Number one, they can argue by directly committing this crime and or by 2, by aiding or abetting in the commission of this crime with the intent that this crime be committed. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say they're saying, well, hey, by directly committing the crime, and or number two, by aiding or abetting in the commission of this crime with the intent that this crime be committed.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning him saying that he was the shot caller. Him saying, it was a green light. All of the things that he said in his book, he said in interviews and how they planned on proving it. But two is very important, is that by aiding and abetting in the commission of this crime with the intent that this crime be committed by counseling, encouraging, hiring, commanding, inducing, and or otherwise procuring others, right, to commit the crime.
Ooh.
Ain't that what he said happened? He said he was in the car. He named all the people in the car. He said he had the car in the back seat. He said he wasn't the shooter. He said his nephew was the shooter, right? So by aiding and abetting, Keefe D can, by his own words and what he said, this is the crazy part, by his own words and what he said, he's basically made himself what? Liable. Right? Criminally liable for the murder of Tupac Shakur by aiding and abetting in the commission of this crime with the intent that this crime be committed. By counseling, encouraging, hiring, or commanding, inducing, and or otherwise with others basically to commit the crime, to wit, defendant obtaining a firearm for the purpose of seeking retribution against Tupac Amaru Shakur and or Suge Knight, aka Suge, and while in the vehicle with Terrence Brown, aka Bubble Up, and or DeAndre Smith, aka Big Dre, and or Orlando Anderson, aka Baby Lane, did provide, listen, because he said it, did provide said firearm to DeAndre, aka Big Dre, and or Orlando Anderson, aka Baby Lane, with the intent that the said co-conspirators commit said crime, and or more powerful than that. Check it out, because this is way more powerful than the other two. Number three, pursuant to a conspiracy to commit this crime.
Bam! I knew conspiracy
with
was
the
in it.
intent
Bam!
that the crime be committed. Defendant and or Orlando Anderson, aka Baby Lane, and or Anderson, and or DeAndre Smith, aka Big Dre, and or Terrence Brown, aka Bubble Up, aiding or abetting and or conspiring by acting in concert throughout.
Now, I haven't seen the his charging document in a minute. I know I read it, so I don't remember. But just based on what a prosecutor most likely, the way they're going to go, because they're going to have to jam them up. And based on what Keefe D has said, the prosecutor's going to have to put conspiracy in this charging document. They're going to have to put conspiracy in there, right? Based on what Keefe D has said. And and also the prosecutors, they really, okay. This is an example of a broad motherfucking prosecution, but it's also specific, if you understand what I'm saying. This is of a broad, they got them boxed in, okay? You understand? Conspiracy, that's real easy. That's real easy. That doesn't necessarily mean you participate, okay? That's not substantive like R. Kelly's shit was at. His RICO was, I participated. Different from Puffy's conspiratorial RICO, right? But nevertheless, that was written really, it's really broad, but it's specific. Now, the defense is probably going to be on some bullshit. What I'm saying by that is, right, they're going to probably go, they probably going to do probably First Amendment, it's part of the defense, probably going to do that. They're probably going to show that Keefe D is a liar and was doing this for income. You saying they're going to call their client a liar? Yeah. Um, I don't know if he has anything to prove that he wasn't there that night. Then I look for that to show up too. So what I said, he wasn't there. Client is a liar. Inconsistent statement. Let's see. Um, this gonna be a lot of work. This gonna be real messy. And if I'm not mistaken, I was listening, and I don't know. Um, I'm not. I don't know. I forgot really, but I was listening to what I name AB to the some kind of power, whatever, and I think she said that the judge got on the defense for turning in a motion using the wrong language or something like that. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot. Is that a paid attorney Keefe D has, or is that a PD? Because he need Brian Steele, but he need to get creative. He needs to get. Oh, he need to get bold. Tell him get goddamn bold. Bold come up there with something. Bold come up there with some shit that say, hey, you know, get creative. Because this is a lot. Let me see what else this dude says.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the people who don't really understand how the law works, right? That last part with the pursuant to a conspiracy to commit the crime, yeah, that right there, and that number 2 is like I said, it's a possibility that Keefe D may get off on the one by directly committing this crime and or right, by directly committing the crime. But there's that's a possibility that he might not. But number 2 and number 3, very powerful, very strong. And the reason why I say that is because when you talk about conspiracy, that's with one or more people, right? This is what the government usually does and how they do what they do, right? Like I said, according to the indictment, prosecutors allege criminal liability exists through direct commission. Direct commission of the crime, aiding and abetting, counseling, encouraging, and hiring, and commanding, or procuring, and through conspiracy. The conspiracy charge, back in the 80s and 90s, when guys like, when Keefe D guys like, was getting them kingpin charges and things like that, they wasn't really catching anybody with any kind of drugs. They was just locking people up based on conspiracy charges. And based on people cooperating with the government and basically setting people up, going to court, and the prosecution letting their lawyer know, like, look, we got confidential witnesses, we got this, we got that. And 9 times out of 10, it usually ended up in a plea bargain.
Thank you.
If dudes fought those cases, they ended up with 20 years.
Going to jail.
And like I said, it's an important distinction when you talk about this, right? The jury won't simply be asked. Let's check it out. The jury's not going to simply be asked.
Did he do it or not?
Did he pull the trigger?
Come on.
That's not what they're going to be asked.
Me and you into this.
Don't know, right? The prosecution's theory extends beyond that question.
Yes.
Their theory extends beyond that question. It says, well, okay, the firearm allegation, when you get into that, right? The indictment also alleges that Davis obtained a firearm for the purpose of seeking retaliation against Tupac Shakur and Marion Suge Knight, and that he provided the firearm to others in the vehicle with the intent that the crime be committed. Those are allegations in the charging document, right? Prosecution will have to support them with admissible evidence at trial. That's gonna be the tricky part, right there. That's the part that I can't wait to see, like, what kind of evidence that they use to support those allegations, because it's not one thing to make an allegation, it's another thing to be able to prove it.
Question, y'all. Question. You know, he also brought. Didn't Keefe D bring in the Puffy shit? And wasn't there some type of $1 million paid to some dead person now? I think everybody's dead except Keefe D. One some now listen. Do you think? Probably not, because it would have been. Cause see, if them motherfucking prosecutors was able to verify where that $1 million came from and the time span and all of that, I would think that would, unless whatever they found was too weak, because I think the dude that received $1 million is dead, and I don't know how. They would have to verify by what other method? What other method? Well, the other method would be to either keep okay, well, they didn't call Keefe as a hostile, but anybody have time for that. But they can get his statement in under a hearsay exception that maybe would link Puffy to the $1 million and the hit. Ooh, I don't know. But it seemed like to me they would already been Puffy would have been got a charge by now if they, you understand what I'm saying? Because them indictments would have went out. Or charging documents. I don't know which. I don't know if Nevada has two options, but they Puffy would have got his, or it could but I don't see where there's any other information that could come out of this trial. Then it points to Puffy, right? It seems like to me the prosecutor would want to verify that $1 million, because that would also start cementing this case together. While it is broad, but it is specific, and if they verify that $1 million was a part of all of this now, then Puffy would have by now been notified. You know what I'm saying? So they that just like I got to go now. Here I go. Lord have mercy. I'm just the greatest procrastinator in American history. Now I got to go and find out about the damn $1,000,000. Cause I'm sure I'm not going crazy. I think what that dude named Keefe D said something about the $1,000,000. Keefe D said something about the $1,000,000. And I think it was supposed to come from Puffy. I think the man named Van some guy in the goddamn body. Um, you know. Mm, child. That's crazy. Let me see if he give us some. It's doing pretty good, yeah. Pretty good.
Well, we know what some of the evidence is going to be. It's going to be some of those statements. It's going to be the book. It's going to be the interviews. Over and over and over and over.
Okay, you know how to call it statements. You know how to call it.
Wow.
On that.
This is what, like I said, I've never seen anything like this before in criminal law, in the history that I've been interested, looking at cases, looking over files, looking at casework, looking at case law and things. I've never seen anything like this before.
You.
I've never seen anything like this before, right? So then you get into, okay, they said, well, we got the indictment. We got all of the things that we're going to charge him with. They said, well, now, what about the confessions?
I'm not being picky, but now he's calling it an indictment, so I don't know. I have to look.
Right? The major issue in this case has been keeping these own public statements over the years, spoken in interviews and memoirs, as we know, about the events surrounding Tupac's death. The defense has argued, Keefe D's argued, basically said that certain statements should not be admitted or should be viewed with caution, right? He was only saying this because X, Y, and Z. The prosecution, on the other hand, has argued that many of these statements are highly relevant and has sought to use them as evidence. Ultimately, the jury will evaluate the weight and credibility, once again, that C word, credibility, right, of any statement the judge allows into evidence. Right? Now, look, check it out. Looking at this charging document, if you was a lay person and a person on the jury, when you look at this charging document right here, and then you take into consideration what Keefe D has said, when you look at this charging document right here, what do you think to yourself as a person and here, knowing what we know, the interviews we heard, all of the stuff, if you had a chance to read the book, and like I said, I'm thinking number 2, by aiding, abetting, or in the commission of the crime with the intent the crime be committed by counseling, incurring, hiring, and commanding, inducing, and or otherwise procuring others to commit the crime. That's a slam dunk. That's a slam dunk in his book. He basically say, he was the shot caller. He was the guy. He was the man. Everybody basically did what I say do. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's basically, what he said.
And
then the 3, pursuant to conspiracy to commit the crime with the intent that the crime be committed. Now, that's that Fed move when you think about the federal government. The federal government has so many African American males in prison based on that one situation involved with conspiracy in regards to charges like this, right? Yeah. So when you read that and you understand that, you got to ask yourself, as a layperson, if you was on the jury and you knew what you knew about this situation, how would you vote? What would you think would be the 2 strongest parts of this case, right? Like I said, the prosecutors have pointed to many categories of evidence, including statements attributing Keefe D, witness testimony, documentary evidence, and the broader timeline developed during the investigation. Their goal will be to show how those pieces fit together in a constant narrative. Once again, how those pieces fit together in a constant narrative. The defense, by contrast, is expected to challenge the reliability, admissibility, and interpretation of that evidence, right? Let's put it in layperson's terms, where somebody telling you something, or somebody told you something that somebody else said, and then that person come back and tell you, well, I ain't say it like that. It didn't happen like that. That's what the prosecution gonna basically have to do. And sometimes in doing that, you have to admit certain things did possibly happen. You can't say, well, none of that happened based on your client giving as much up as he's given up in evidence and conversation in the book and interviews and all of those things. So that's the part that I think is going to be hard with KPD when you think about everything else. And most people, what KPD lawyer tried to argue, he was like, well, nobody else is alive. They don't have no gun. They don't have no car. They don't have none of those things. But what they do have is a whole book and a whole interview of a confession that is like, it's so mind-blowing. It's hard to believe that a person would ever confess to something like that, right? But it happened, right? And what the jury must decide on side of everything else at trial, jurors won't decide the case based on headlines. They'll receive legal instructions from the judge. They'll hear the evidence admitted in court. They'll assess witness credibility, and they'll determine whether the state has proved every required element beyond a reasonable doubt. That's the standard that governs every criminal case. So once again, as we sit here, as you see it, you can't now go back and tell nobody that, yo, you haven't seen it. Shooting at and or into the body of Tupac Shakur. The said killing having been willful. This is, those three words, right? Willful, deliberate, and premeditated. Crushing, because that means Keefe could possibly spend the rest of his life in prison. This was a premeditated first-degree murder, right? The defendant being criminally liable under one or more of the following principles of criminal liability to wit. 1, you read, by directly committing this crime. 2, by aiding and abetting in the commission of this crime with the intent that this crime be committed by counseling. So you out there talking about you running the gang and all of that. By counseling, encouraging, hiring, commanding, inducing, and or otherwise procuring others to commit the crime, to wit, defendant obtaining a firearm. The crazy part about this indictment is the defendant obtaining a firearm. He told them that. They didn't find that out on their own. They didn't get that from a recorded phone conversation where they was tapping the phone. They got that from KPD, right? Defendant obtaining a firearm for the purpose of seeking retribution against Tupac Amaru Shakur and or Suge Knight, aka Suge, and while in a vehicle with who? The people that he told them that he was in the vehicle with. They would have never known none of that from KPD's perspective, but they said that they had somebody already telling them or giving them that information. And KPD said that that's why he partially confessed. He said because they knew everything, right? They already knew who was in the car and all of those things. And the only person that could know that is somebody you told. Confessed that to. They talked about it like it was, never going to be a problem ever again. Evidently, it's a problem today in 2026 because we waiting for this murder trial to start. But like I said, everything he told them, who was in the car, DeAndre, Terrence Brown, Orlando Anderson, and said that what? He did provide said firearm to DeAndre Smith, aka Big Dre, and Orlando Anderson. They're not even saying, look, if you look at it closely, they're not even saying who shot the gun. Notice that. They saying that he provided said firearm to DeAndre Smith and Orlando Anderson, Baby Lane, with the intent that the said co-conspirators commit said crime and or 3. Man, how do you get over that? How do you get over that? And so, like I said before, for all of the people that are running around talking like, he didn't shoot him. It's not about what I say, man. It's what he charged with and what he told the people that he didn't know was involved. You know what I mean? Stop trying to make other people responsible for the narrative that KPD began on his own. He began this narrative on his own when he wrote a book. He began this narrative on his own when he went on Flag. You know what I mean? Stop trying to make other people, because we comment on what is public information, right? And we try to break it down for the public to give the public the right information so that they can look at things from an informed perspective. Stop trying to make other people responsible for somebody else's or accountable for somebody else's behavior. It's just as simple as that. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You know what I mean? And then turn around and then say you on 1 minute, people in. This is the hypocrisy of it all, right? 1 minute people are talking about they gangsters, and next minute they telling on everybody.
Okay. I like
it's
him.
Preposterous, man. It's crazy, man. When you sit back and you think about this, right? So, like I said, at trial, right? It won't be based on headlines. It's going to be based on evidence, right? And like I said, this trial isn't just about one night in Las Vegas. There's a lot of allegations. There's a lot of things showing P. Diddy Combs being named, saying that he put $1 million hit on Sugar.
Come on through, dude. I promise you I just clicked on this. Man, this man is... Yeah, I ain't got time for that.
Anything can happen from that point on. The feds can come and they can make an indictment against Diddy, to be perfectly honest with you, and then use Keefe as a witness. And what the courts will look at, they'll be like, well, he's in jail for it. So if they believe that his part played in it, then they can believe that. Yes, that can happen. And that's one of the most scariest parts about this whole situation. If Keefe is ultimately, convicted, will the feds or will, the state of Nevada or whoever else try to bring charges against Diddy for what Keefe said? You see what I'm saying? That's the part. Like I said, you can sit here and tell me, they ain't got nothing on Diddy. I'm not saying that they do. I ain't saying that they got nothing on Keefe other than what he said that we'll be here right now. But when you get in the courtroom and, you argue evidence, what's going to be allowed, what's not going to be allowed, like I said, if they're going on the statement from 2009, Keefe mentioned Sean P. Diddy Combs' name as a co-conspirator in the murder of Tupac Shakur and an attempted murder of Suge Knight. And that's just plain and simple. That ain't got nothing to do with me or you. That's what Keefe told these people. That's why Keefe is locked up now. And once again, I flash back to it. You can see how it can happen, right? And the reason why I say you can see how it can happen is because if you look at Keefe's indictment, it's basically what he said about himself in the indictment. And how he, the reason why he chose to go about, the murder of Tupac Shakur, talked about Zip, where he got the gun, Foxy Brown. He talked about so many things that we never knew anything about, right? And you see that last one, which is scary. This is what I'm talking about. The last part is the scariest part because a lot of times you ain't even got, like I said, they ain't got to prove that he fired the gun. What's that last number 3? Pursuant to a conspiracy. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Pursuant to a conspiracy to commit this crime with the intent that this crime be committed. That's powerful right there. So, you don't think that could be brought against Diddy? Or anybody else that, they feel like pursuant to a conspiracy to commit this crime with the intent that this crime be committed. Right?
Yeah.
Based on everything that Keefe has told us. It's a very, very slippery slope when you understand this is not what I'm saying. This is what the indictment is saying. And they can go and fill those blanks in and charge somebody else with the same exact thing. Based on Keefe's words. Based on him being convicted. They come get him and say, hey, we're going to do this. And we'll offer you a deal. Write you a letter of recommendation to the judge that you cooperated, blah, 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 blah. I mean, like I said, that ain't like that didn't happen before. That hasn't happened before. Remember, Keefe first and foremost had what? He had a proffer agreement. So it ain't like he's unfamiliar with cooperating with the government. If they really want somebody bad enough, we've seen it, y'all. We've seen them overlook, in mob cases and things like that. We've seen them overlook murder charges that people have, admitted to. Same with the Bull Gravano. You know what I mean? He admitted to all of those murders and, and just so that they could get John Gotti. Right? And Sammy the Bull Gravano is home now. You get it? So once again, it's not like it hasn't happened before. And like I said, when I see an indictment like this is what I think about. But then more importantly, I think about on one end somebody like Keefe, basically professing to be a gangster, professing to be a gang leader, writing a whole book, telling out everything, then, confessing and saying, hey, you know what? This book right here is the truth. This is the truth. You got to pick it up. This is my book. Actually advertising the book and all of those things. So when you read this is from the actual indictment dated as of September 28th, 2023. You said, William James said, where was Foxy Brown? KPD said that she was in the car with Zip in Vegas. And they asked her to step out the car. This is what he said. This is actually in the actual proffer agreement, or the actual debriefing proffer statement that KPD gave to the government. Right? And like I said, you got people saying, Foxy Brown wasn't there, she was somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I'm not disputing whether she was there or not. I don't know whether Foxy Brown was there or not. All I'm knowing is KVD said she was there. KVD said he got the gun from Zip. You know what I mean? And so, okay. Now, once again, if the prosecution uses that evidence in that statement to corroborate other statements, like the statements in the book and things like that, and KPD is ultimately convicted, let's say just on the conspiracy charge, or let's say on 2 and 3, right? The water gets real dark now. It gets real murky. You know what I mean? And like I said, once again, I don't know whether they have enough evidence to convict anybody else, right? But one thing I do know, if you're using a statement, you can't just use part of that statement, because it's to be looked at in its entirety as being truthful and factual. Period. Point blank. So like I said, as you read this, just read it over and you can think how it can be applied to anybody. Like I said, and this is what they do when they go lock up 20 and 30 people, right? What they get you on?
Conspiracy.
Whether it's a RICO case or, pursuant to a criminal conspiracy to commit this crime. A criminal conspiracy. When he says that, hey, John P. Diddy Combs offered me $1 million, blah, 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 right? I never got the money, blah, 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 blah. And then he talks about a whole bunch of other things. When you read everything in totality, is it a criminal conspiracy to commit a crime? Yeah, it is. Will the jury convict somebody based on that information? Maybe, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But that's how the law is applied. When people say stuff like that, we've seen people go to jail for way less. Like I said, once again, physical evidence or anything like that against Sean P. Diddy Combs, I don't see them having it. But what KVD saying is a hell of a lot, man. It's a hell of a lot. And if he's convicted and they offer some kind of, leniency or whatever, I will write the judge a letter and tell him how you fully cooperated and why you X, Y, and Z. Possibility for anything. And that's the craziest part behind this. So like I said, I just wanted to bring you this because, like I said, people they be in my comments and DMing me and saying, oh man, this and you don't cover that and you don't say this and you don't say that. Because my thing is, I'm not trying to lean either way. I don't know if KPD guilty. I know what he said. And I know that's some damning shit to say about yourself and to incriminate yourself to the state of Nevada or any government agency more than once. Yeah. So he told the feds that and he told the state police that. You know what I mean? They said, well, KPD a fall guy. He falling on what? Hard times? I mean, come on. I mean, like I said, once again, if you was given a break and the deal of a lifetime, the thing is to keep your mouth shut. Right. I don't care who came out with a book. You know what I mean? But I think KPD was hurt because he never thought that they was recording a statement and they would put it in a documentary, a murder rap. And so now he had to come out now and, it was more pride and ego than it was anything, come out now like this the book, this the truth, blah, blah, blah. Now that they already put it out there, he tried to, he was posturing. It's like, bad move. Because they the police, they knew that. You can't do that. You was the one who was given a deal in regards to your admission into the commission of a crime, of murder, of one of the biggest rap stars ever to be in any industry of music. You know what I mean? You know, whether it be whatever, Tupac Shakur, somebody who's revered. And now, once again, here we are. But like I said, when you look at the indictment, man, look at the indictment and be informed. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I did this, like I said, so that you could look at this indictment right here and see what it is. And, you know, actually, this is one of the shortest indictments I've ever seen in my life. It's like 2 or 3 pages long. That's how straightforward they're going with it.
So the name of this channel is Straight Game TV. I just subscribed to it. And he's pretty good. Well, layperson, he's damn good. Well, I like that. Mm-hmm. Puffy, Puffy, Puffy. Now, Puffy, baby, I don't know. If you up there, you got prosecuted by New York. And what you got, about 5 years? Puffy, I don't know if there's a connect or if the prosecutors can prove a connect somewhere. Don't get, listen here, don't expect, you know, make sure you check your mail, okay? You know, because, I hope they have nothing to do with this now, and they, God. I mean, I'm concerned with how the fuck you gonna make it in these streets when you get out and somebody done talked about you like semen on your goddamn nipples. I mean, once she said that, I would just ask the jury, "Hey, can you give me life? Like, you can't move around like that. Ooh, you can't move around like that. Now, I don't know what you're gonna do. You must be you're gonna probably have to go overseas and Rio de Janeiro, or however you pronounce that shit, in Bali and all them damn places like that. And put on some concerts for them. The Saudi Arabia, where they motherfucking slick, prejudice ass a little bit. I mean, you're gonna put all the black people on the front line. Going over there and see, you know, because they invent, you know, they trying to bring their shit up to a very, very modern place. And they won't, they be paying for American talent to go. I don't know, because I mean, oh my God, this, I'm going to be watching when your ass get out. Every time you come on TV, everything you do, I'm going to be plugged in because I'm just trying to figure out what you mean you want somebody semen on your nipples. What? Ooh, chat. No, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's almost as bad as when I was reading that PS out of y'all. You know, his not PS, but his submission, RK submission shit, and he, you know, said that, you know, he like a little, you know, boy action or whatever. Like, you know, I'm almost passed out when I was reading that. Shit, I'm talking about, but they are wild out there in the West. I mean, god dang. Mm. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want to be no more motherfucking. Oh my God. Oh, puppy. I hope you have some money left. You might want to downsize. Like, do like Robert Blake. I think Robert Blake was the only smart motherfucker that, you know, you understand what I'm saying? Robert Blake took his ass out their courtroom and his ass was living in like a little goddamn duplex looking little shack thing. Ain't nobody hear nothing from his ass. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do like OJ. I'm gonna get my property. Yeah, you got your motherfucking property, all right. They got your property. Child, it's some crazy shit here. I'm just saying, Puffy, Lord have mercy. But, I mean, you got 50 Cent. You gonna have a line of interviews. And here's the thing, like with the news and stuff like that, like GML and stuff. I don't reckon they gonna ask about the semen on your nipples or whatever. But if you go, like if you the TMZ, all the other people and all the dialogue and all that, they gonna ask you. Maybe. Unless, you tell them what not to ask. Don't go online. Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna type, what about the semen on the nipples? Is there any truth to that? And it's so crazy, right? It is so crazy. I don't know if y'all be listening to other people, whatever, but when I listen to other people talk about Puffy's case, we just stop right there at the goddamn semen on the nipples. Fuck that tape in the hotel, domestic violence and all that. Fuck all that. We want to know, what is it with the semen on the nipples? What are you trying to tell us? What is that? Not put the man's semen on her nipples, but put the man's semen on his nipples. For what? Hey, Lord have mercy. I don't know how you. I mean, you gonna go to the award shows? Or you went to the award show? Really? And then people put semen on your nipples. You can't live like that. It's done. A dog comes to life. Semen on the nipples. Child, it ain't my damn business. But yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Let's keep it deep, baby. Cut a deal, cut a deal. Just cut a deal, cause it's already going south for your ass in the prelims. Just cut a deal, baby. Cut a deal. Cut a deal. Cut a deal. So y'all, I gotta get back to what I was doing. That was absolutely nothing.